What is cracking YouTube? Is another video, another episode, and today's gonna be another little disc review, little flight review, and it's gonna be on the Page Pierce Discraft Drive. It's gonna be in ESP plastic, and it is their prototype. And the disc it's closely comparable to is probably the DD1. Has the same exact flight numbers, 11.5-12. So it's supposed to be pretty straight, maybe even a little hyzer flip disc to get some pretty good distance out of. But for the most part, just a dead straight disc. I have, I guess, a marker to aim at out there. There's a tree about 375 feet, and as you guys know who watch these type of videos that I make, I'm trying to throw just golf shots, not like super distance, crazy bomber flights, but I'm trying to just throw solid angles that I would do on the golf course and not go for crazy power, like max power, just going for accurate lines. But we're gonna go on and get into it. 375 to 400, maybe even 420 is probably what I'm trying to go for backhand. 350 to 400 probably for forehand, but we'll see. I did make a video with dialed in yesterday, so my arm's kind of tired because we just went kind of crazy doing some field work, throwing some max distance shots. But as far as the feel of the disc, it is actually pretty money. I know I say that a lot, but I'm not a fan of Discraft in general. I do like the ESP plastic. It has some give to it, has pretty good grip on it. This disc has slight dome to it, I would say. The rim isn't too wide or anything, so it fits perfectly in my hand. And honestly, it just, for my hand size specifically, I have a smaller hand, it just fits it beautifully. So let's get on to the flight and let's chuck some discs. We'll start with hyzer. Nice, just hyzer line. Pretty nice. I don't know if that's all the way at 375 with hyzer, but it looked like it flipped up a tad bit. It's about 340 foot hyzer, backhand hyzer. Honestly, pretty nice. A little bit of tailwind, so it is pushing a little bit further than normal. 330, 320 to 350 is probably where the area of where this shot landed. It held that hyzer and it flipped up a little bit. Didn't get quite to flat, and then just faded and glided over really nicely, actually. It's not super beefy and it's not super flippy. If you put a decent amount on of power on hyzer, it'll flip up a little bit, but it's gonna manage that hyzer angle for the most part. All right, let's get on to flat. Let's see if this thing can turn for me. We can hit the tree out there. That was sick. That was a sick flight. Definitely got some snap out of that one. Went, I might even put a little bit of hyzer, but it's damn near close to perfect flat. And rode it, turned, and then faded back. Almost hit the tree. Well, you can definitely tell, got the whole flight pattern out of that one. About 410 feet. This thing is definitely going in my bag. After 2 throws already, it's very workable. If you throw on a little bit of hyzer or even a little bit more, it'll flip up and then fade back for you. But we're gonna go on an anhyzer and see how that holds. Let's see if it's gonna burn over. I mean, it depends on how much anhyzer I put it on. I'm gonna put it on like a healthy amount of anhyzer, so. Yeah, that was a sick flight. Held, and I didn't want to burn over, it just held it and slowly fighting out, pan, maybe even hooked up at the end. Mwah. That one went about 370. So pretty pin high with the tree or the marker that I was setting at to get good distance out of and be able to control on any angle and hit gaps with. I mean, that's what this is kind of shaping out to be in my eyes, but let's go ahead and go on to forehand hyzer, my least favorite angle, my least favorite throw. Forehand hyzer is tough for me, but we'll see if we can get this one out there on a decent line. You know what? I kind of slipped, but that was actually a pretty good line that I was going for. Flipped up a little bit and then just faded on out. And that one went about 310. As you can see, I'm definitely more of a backhand player than I am forehand. This disc is money. I hate to say it again, but I love to say it because it just is, man. But we're gonna go on to flat angle forehand. Bit of hyzer, but hey, again, that thing is just sick. Right, that one went about 340 feet, so to be honest, I maybe overestimated my forearm. Maybe something a little bit more stable that can hold the torque. Definitely get maybe a skosh further. Go ahead and move on to anhyzer, and boy, this one's gonna be tricky because forehand, I got to be careful how much I'm putting on it, because this will definitely turn into a roller, or it'll even cut roll. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, cut roll. I'm gonna put a little bit less anhyzer. That's pretty much the flight I'm looking for. Again, I'm not looking for a flex shot right there. I'm looking for an anhyzer that's just gonna hold anhyzer the whole way and flatten out. And that's the flight I was going for. I could go for show some flex shots. If it was like a Firebird, of course, that would be a flex shot because it's so overstable. It's gonna fight out anyway. Unless I throw like a lot of anhyzer and then it might pan. But yeah, that's literally the line I'm looking for. For hyzer, I'm looking kind of for a pushing hyzer. It still finishes. For, again, flat, get a little turn out of it and have it come back a little bit. And then with the anhyzer, having it just hold that same angle and just cruising and then panning out and flattening it out. That's the lines I was looking for this video, for this disc specifically, since it is such a neutral flying disc. For that flight, it went about 320. As far as the disc though, overall review, stability wise, very neutral, very straight. I mean, you saw all the flights. Am I gonna bag it? Yes. Is the feel? It feels absolutely amazing, which the Discraft in general. As far as their feel of most of their discs, I would say it's more at the bottom for me. Where I still like the Innova, Discmania, even the Trilogy stuff, Cast Blast for sure, MVP. Sheesh! Damn, their stuff feels good, but that's besides the point. There is some Discraft stuff that definitely feels good, but like I said, this prototype ESP Drive feels really good. Again, it has give. The rim isn't too sharp. It isn't too harsh when I really try to power grip it. It's nice and comfy. I like it when companies make like their edges, like this edge right here, this corner, it makes it a little bit more rounded so you can really put your fingers in there and squeeze without it hurting your hand. But if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a comment, like, and subscribe, please. It will help out the content. Check out my Patreon as well if you decide you want to donate anything. And also check out the Dialed In Boys. We've got a heater video coming out very soon. And as usual, love always. Peace out.